awards, books, science, history, who is born, who died. There are millions of topics which are there which come in the gambit of the GK section, and this is the main problem. So in this video I'm going to cover up the top 10 things you need to worry about in the GK section of the SNAP exam. Yeah, so be with me for the next few minutes. At number 10, but one of the most important thing is the awards. So please go through all the awards. So looking at the SNAP paper, last year there was no Nobel Prize, question on Nobel Prize, question on RAF, Hall of Fame, Lata Mangeshkar Lifetime Award, Oscar Film Best Award goes to which movie. So these are the 4 questions which have come last year. So which shows obviously the award kind of a question is very important. So if you are a CET student, in your login ID we have a video for awards which gives a complete overview about what kind of awards are there and all the important ones which I have seen in the SNAP, IFT and other exam GK. So please go through them once. Fine, this is under the GK videos. At number 9 is business news. SNAP is more about the business knowledge. That's the best part of SNAP, that most of the question, more than 50% question will be related to the business news. Fine. So not only business news, about the international news, Indian news as well, not just about the business. For example, 3 question on Google instant messenger का नाम क्या है? First Afro-American on $20 note and Kigali agreement. Kigali agreement is again one of the very common questions. All the agreements you can go through them. So 3 questions were there on the basis of the business news. Fine. Number 8, again very common question, is head of the companies. Number 1, these are the 5 questions which have come last year. Who is the new UN General Secretary? Very common question. आपको कहीं ना कहीं पक्का दिखेगा IFT, SNAP, ZAT में. Muslim Mayor of London, Chairperson of HSBC Bank who just retired from India, Vice President of USA and the Governor of the Central Bank. Fine, these are the 5 questions which were there in the last year SNAP paper. Fine, so please go through all the heads of the various companies and organizations. Number 7, merger. There were 4 questions on mergers last year. LinkedIn acquired by which company? Flipkart acquired which company? Jawab is the answer. Time Warner was acquired by which company? And Dell EMC merger. So 4 questions based on that. So we see so far all the questions are based on the current affairs. Okay, a few of static, few of them were on static GK, but most of them are based on the current affairs. If you're a CET student, in your login ID we have current affair के नाम PDFs month-wise. Every month you're going to upload a PDF. Every day we're also uploading the current affairs in your app as well as in your login ID. So go through them. This is a month-wise thing you have to do. More than 20 questions out of 40 questions of SNAP paper will be out of them. Fine. Then there's a month-wise test. January test, February test, March test. So you have to look at all the GK tests of the last 2 years. All the current affairs. Then we have GK videos on static GK and test on the static GK, science based, all those static things, Nobel laureates, all these things is there as well. Fine, so go through them. This is more than sufficient to attempt around 15 to 20 questions which is required for the SNAP exam. Fine. If you're a non-CET student, please join us on this program, Score Maximizer program, which includes your master classes which contain the strategies for all the topics, Quant, Verbal, Logic, DI, GK, and there are mocks and shortcut workshops. Fine, so you can go to ceetking.com/shop to get the more detail about the Score Maximizer program. Number 6 is sports, very common area again. So there were 6 questions. Football club promoted to Premier League question. Olympics, question based on Olympics. Germany defeated by FIFA question. Cricket question. Olympics, second question on Olympics and Women Davis Cup. Fine, so there were 6 questions based on sports. So again, if you have a keen eye on the sports or if you're just keeping yourself abreast with all the CET-ing PDFs, you will be more than sufficient. It will be more than sufficient to crack this thing. So number 5, taking your time away from the topics, let's talk about the strategy part, how to optimize your. So this is a complete overview about what is the idle time. For GK section, 30 questions, 30 marks, so 50 minutes is more than sufficient. Fine, so let's put 15 minutes for this section. This is more than sufficient to go through all the 10 questions. So GK में कुछ solve नहीं करना, maths में you have to solve and everything. GK में if you know the answer, you have to just mark the answer. You just don't have to think. Like for example, number of dams in India, you can't count them. कि 2 मेरे घर के आगे, 2 मेरे घर के पीछे. ठीक है, so we have to know the answer. ठीक है, so 15 minutes is more than sufficient to go through 30 questions. Similarly, at number 4 point is the attempt. Attempt in GK section have to be 15 points. If you are taking student, you can do up to 20 because of all those daily updates and magazines and tests. Fine, but 15 plus you have to do if you want to get a good percentile. Overall score is 90 to 100 in the SNAP test. Please pause the video to look at the other sections, the attempts. Fine. At number 3 comes the most important point, how to. Fine. So again, I've told that earlier as well. Please go through taking daily current affairs. Every day, if you're spending 5 minutes in train, in bus, while going to college, while having a breakfast, before you sleep, it's more than sufficient. Then we'll revise them through the monthly PDFs. Every month, we're going to upload a magazine, PDF magazine about the current affairs, which is more than sufficient. Month-wise test, static GK videos, static GK tests. This is more than sufficient for your exam. The non-taking student can join us on this link. Okay, number 2 is international news. So, British MP who was stabbed and shot in the recent past. Typical newspaper frontline news. Paramilitary Olympian who have convicted of murder. I've taken this question earlier in sports as well, but it can be repeated in news as well. Disney Florida animal attack and humanoid developed by China. So these 4 are the typical news which were there in the newspaper. If you're reading Times of India, international section headline will be one of them. Fine. So all these things are covered in your PDF which are there in CETing login ID. So go through those magazines, they are more than sufficient. Number 1 and most important thing is the India news based off India. So there were 5 news. ISRO mini satellite launched by the Pune University. Indian company, the top R&D spend. World largest solar plant in India. Mission to make the highest highways free of railways crossings. And operation to evacuate the Indian in South Sudan. So these 5 questions have made, obviously must have made the headlines of the newspapers. Fine. So obviously I can't go through the newspaper of the past dated. Fine. So the PDFs are more than sufficient which are then your login ID. So please go through them. Okay, I'm going to upload more videos on exam preparation, cutoffs and admission processes. So please subscribe to the button here so that you can get all the updates. Subscribe button. And please click on this box in case you want to join your program for mocks, books, shortcuts or the GK section. Alright, so thank you very much for watching this video and all the best for your preparation for the SNAP exam. Fine, GK is always a scoring section, so please don't ignore that. Okay, it's the best scoring section.